What's up? I'm Isaac Meyer, Isaac Meyer Games. This is going to be my game room tour, but first I wanted to go ahead and show off this table that I built when the only games I had were Unstable Unicorns and Pandemic. So yeah, it's pretty, I do construction for a living right now, so this was child's play, but woo, got lucky there. That's okay. Opens up, you got your gaming surface under there, LED lights underneath and in the playing surface. You got storage down here. That's where I keep all my extra coconut stuff. And then yeah, you got your cup holders, outlets, all the good stuff. I actually don't use this a whole lot as a game table, but when we have big game days, we set up this table. We've got the one in there, and then I have another one over there that we'll set up that I built, but that one's not super fancy, but it works. But in here is where the magic is. So this is my game room. Look at all that goodness. Okay, so let's start off over here with the snacks. One of the most important things of a quality game night. I try to keep all the non-gross snacks, no Doritos around these games here. Pretzels, some chocolates, some M&Ms, all the good stuff. Over here you've got all the legacy and campaign games. I'm sure I've got some more over there, but this is where I keep the games that I don't play. As I'm sure you guys know how that goes. I really would like to play like Roleplay Adventures. Gosh, I'd love to get this to the table, but there's so many other games. Clank Legacy, we're almost done with that. I'm excited to finish that one. Pandemic Legacy, still in shrink. But yeah, down here is where I keep some of the games that I'm currently working on. I'm not going to show too much of that because those are all pretty in development right now. You got your drinks, then your dranks, then all your accessories. So you've got your little bit holders and rubber bands. I use these for snacks. They perfectly fit in the tray. They're pretty sweet. They're hard to knock over. Yeah, maybe I'll include some Amazon link descriptions for some of these things because I have some of my favorite accessories here. I've got my my dice trays here. Woo! Oh yeah, in here is the I think these are called the Dice of Dismemberment. They were a Kickstarter I backed. They're for D&D. Pretty cool. And then yeah, you got all your random bits down here, your scythe coins and all that stuff. You've got your BGG pictures. I had to hang them down a little bit past the window to fit them all, but they're always out of stock, and they finally went in stock, so I just had to buy all the ones I wanted. This right here is one of my best friends. Keeps us cool on the hot days. Gotta have it. If we come down here, we've got our party games. This is mostly like your Stella Dixit detect. You know, this is its own genre here. Down here, I've got pretty much all my dexterity games. Oh, that should be like that. Then we've got, I don't even know what to call this category. It's kind of like social deduction-ish, but it's kind of a hodgepodge here. I call these are kind of classic. Down here, you got your Carcassonne, Seven Wonders, Dominion, Catan, King of Tokyo. This is my deduction. You know, this is actually one of my favorite genres. Cryptid is amazing. I wanted to love Paint the Roses as much as Cryptid, but it couldn't edge it out for me. Paint the Roses is amazing, but Cryptid is something special. If we come over here, we've got pretty much, I try to keep my word games here. French Toast. If you haven't tried this one, you can get it really cheap. It's a really fun game, especially to play with like your family and stuff. I've had a lot of success with that one. This is some random small card games, my Oink games. Deep Sea Adventure, you gotta have Deep Sea Adventure. So much fun. Let's see. Yeah, then I've got more social deduction. This is all pretty much social deduction. Hidden Leaders. This game's a lot of fun. It's almost like Veiled Fate Light, but we'll get to Veiled Fate, because let me tell you, Veiled Fate, that's my jam. This is like, I don't even know what to call this section, games I don't play. Over here you've got poker set, dominoes, all of monikers. I wish they would release a big box because it'd be nice to have. This game is a game I feel like does not get enough love on the interwebs. It's called Flick of Faith. You can get it for like 35 bucks on Amazon. If you like dexterity games at all, definitely check this one out. It can give you that Crokinole feel, but it's got like this area control, special powers, chaotic. It is, if I want to play a dexterity game with 4 people, I'm pulling this out 9 times out of 10. This game is a blast. Dice Miner, Deluxe Edition, totally unnecessary. The regular version is just as good. If you can get the Kickstarter promo characters though, they're worth it. Ticket to Ride, 15th anniversary. I got this because my friends like it. I'm okay on Ticket to Ride, kind of over it, but I'll play it most of the time. Love Cartographers, definitely one of my favorites. This is all my Funkoverse characters, and then that kind of leads into, here's all the maps and cards and everything for Funkoverse with your 2-player fighting games. And then this is all your 2-player only games here, except for King Domino, but I ran out of space over here. If we take it down to, I don't really know this section. I love Furnace, and Furnace deserves to be somewhere better than in this corner. So I'm actually going to take that out now, and I'll put it somewhere because I love Furnace. If we bring it over here, we've got, these are just small games, kind of like I kind of got like some Roll and Write-ish stuff going on here, my AEG that are the same size. Red Cathedral, one of my favorite Euros. Doesn't get enough love, but it's amazing. Excited for the expansion that's coming out. Here's a game in Shrink. Nemesis is everything for it. Sundrop, though I've only played it one time. Eclipse, love Eclipse. Anachrony, I played it a bunch, got the Infinity Box, haven't played it since, because people look at it and go, not for me, but I love Anachrony. I've been meaning to get this box down, it just hasn't happened. Tidal Blades, fun little worker placement. Everything for Hero Realms. Love Hero Realms. This is one of my top 10 games for sure. Dwellings is just, it's Dwellings. I don't know what else I need to say about it. Here we've got the Tower. Yeah, not much more I need to say about that. Everything is in here. I could do a video showing how I fit all the expansions and stuff into this box and it still be organized. Maybe I will do a video on that because it was a little bit of a challenge to get it all in there, but it's in there, it closes, it's good. Isle of Cats, this is the everything Kickstarter with the giant enormous box. Spirit Island, got everything for it, it's all tucked behind there. Wonderland's War, if you haven't played it, people are talking about it for a reason. I got this recently and this has already hit my table more than most games I own. Everdell, solid, you gotta have it. Aquatica, one of my favorites. Easy to teach, easy to play. Destinies, pretty much done with it. Need to go through the Sea and Sands though. Excited to try those out. I heard that the first 2 were kind of a bore though, but still down to try it. Sleeping Gods, my number 2 game, I think. It's definitely up there. Gloomhaven is probably number 1, but Sleeping Gods is amazing. Want to play it again. Excited for number 2. Santa Monica, fun family game. These are all just kind of my fun family games here. If we come down here, this is kind of family-ish weight. That's kind of like this whole section. But then I've got like tile placement and tile placement overflow. Moonshine Empire. This is by Barrel Aged. Definitely give this one a shot. I love the guys over at Barrel Aged, Jason and Caleb. They are just awesome people. Definitely, if you see them at a con, just say hi. Tell them Isaac sent you. Horrified, love it. This is kind of cooperative, and then Vengeance, because I didn't have a spot for it, but it was skinny and fit. Night Cage, got to try it because Subterra, I love it. This seemed like Subterra vibes, so I need to try this one. Transmissions, just got the Kickstarter, haven't played it yet. Dodos Riding Dinos, fun game. Cosmic Encounters, if you see me at a con, please teach me it, because I really want to play it, and I've had it on my shelf forever and haven't played it. If you come over here, this is going to be one of my favorite parts of the game room. That's my little Tony Stark with the Eye of Agamotto. I love this little remembrance to Tony Stark. But then if you come down, these are my games that are finished. They need to either A, find a publisher, or I need to just buckle down and do it myself. But Awakened Artifacts, we've got a cooperative deck building dungeon crawl where you all share the same deck and you build the deck as you go, fighting tougher and tougher monsters. And at the end of every scenario, you fight a boss and then unlock new artifacts and cards with a little bit of a legacy aspect. It's pretty awesome, and I've actually been able to play this game with people that don't play games and have them grasp it, and that was my aim. And I love Awakened Artifacts. This might be my #1 favorite game if I can include my own. Take the Cake. That's a fun little I Cut You Choose game where you're all building your own cake and you score based off of sets and how you placed them. Four Seasons, that's a social deduction trick-taking game. Yeah, I don't really need to say much more. It's really fun. You've got a darkness character that's trying to steal the tricks, and you've got a light character that knows who everyone is and is trying to make sure people get the right cards. Rev It Up, that's a bag building racing game. Think Mario Kart, the board game. You'll be heating up your engines by pulling chips out of a bag, and if you get too hot, you're going to have to stop, and then you'll be able to fire weapons at each other that will basically push people through that track quicker, so they have to stop sooner. It's really simple, easy, family weight, but it's a lot of fun and a lot of variability in the items that you can play with. Then this is kind of like, this is my heavier shelf. This is where I keep a lot of the games that I like playing on a game night are on this shelf. You got Canvas, Moonrakers, Mansions of Madness. I don't play this a lot, but the month of October, this gets some love. Veiled Fate, definitely one of my favorite games, new from IV Studios. I love this game. It's this cool hidden social deduction. I don't even really know how to explain it, but it's a lot of fun. Zombicide, pretty much got all of it back here. Excited for Marvel to come, but till then, these will have to do. Dinosaur World, really good Euro. I've got everything for it. All of Dice Throne. I don't need to say much about Dice Throne. The Marvel is amazing. I love how they worked the characters in and made them feel like the characters. Here to Slay, funny story, this is actually the game that got me into board games, because this is the first Kickstarter I went all in on, and I built my board game table to fit it, because I looked at the size of the mats and said, this is not going to fit on the table I'm playing on. So I built a board game table so that when this came, I would have a place to play it. Then when it came, I didn't even really want to play it that much because I had so many other games since then. But I keep it because this is, like, for me, it's it's important to me to show that this is how it brought me into this, because Unstable Unicorns was one of my favorites at the start. And so, yeah, this game brought me into the hobby and brought me into everything that I'm doing now. We've got Too Many Bones, one of my favorite games. I've got the Trove Chest coming, which I'm sorry, Marvel Dice Throne, but you're going to have to give up your space for. Then we've got, this is kind of my family / simultaneous action zone. Potion Explosions just goes by Quacks because they're both potion games and the only potion games that I know of other than Alchemists, but that game looks like a lot. This is Marvel United. You've got all your rulebooks and tokens are in here. All your enemy cardboard boards and boards are in here, and then you've got all your enemy cards and all of your hero cards are all in these. These are actually really cool. I could send a link on Amazon, but they fit Marvel United really well, especially with the dividers on Etsy. Adrenaline. Love Adrenaline. So much fun. Mission Catastrophe, I've only played it once, but I had a good time. It's kind of like Nemesis Light. These two I need to get to the table. These are Picture Perfect. I love Picture Perfect. Pretty much anything by not Awaken Realms. I love everything by Awaken Realms too, but Arcane Wonders. I love Arcane Wonders. Viral is great. Marvel Champions, need to get it to the table. Haven't yet. Dice Realms, it's a blast. All the West Kingdom and Raiders. Raiders is great. Res Arcana, one of my favorites easily. Role Player's great. This is kind of your standard medium to heavyweight games here. Champions, Jarl Edition, Kemet. Then I've come down here. You've got Project Elite. Love it. I really want to try it with some of the Kickstarter stuff, but it's so hard to come by. But if I ever see it at a con with the Kickstarter stuff in it, I would love to try it. This is my Eric Lang section here. I'm not a huge fan of Rising Sun, but I'll play it. If you want to like get angry at me for not liking it, that's fine. Blood Rage is easily my favorite of the trilogy. Dune Imperium. Don't need to say much. Dune Imperium is amazing. Then we've got Clank and Clank 2, otherwise known as The Hunger. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Wingspan, great game. And then this is my lightweight area control. Now I'll show off one of my little passion projects here was finding a way to store Marvel United without taking up my entire calyx. So here's all your heroes, all your anti-heroes, and all your villains in alphabetical order. And their cards in there are also alphabetical, so it makes it really easy to set up and tear down when everything has its place. Got my board game bags up here. It's all pretty much condensed, but everything I know where it is and it's easy to get to, which leads me to this right here. This is my holy grail. My game theory table, Origins. Whew. I love this table. And I was lucky enough for a woman to run a stop sign on my way to work to afford this. My knee doesn't work the way it used to, but the table gets a lot of use, so beggars can't be choosers. But yeah, that's my game room. We play games in here probably at least 3 times a week. And if I'm not playing games in here, then I'm probably working on them in my office. But yeah, I'll show a couple other little cool things that I like in this room. So this was when I was the best man at my brother's wedding, he gave me this as a present. And it's actually a toolbox that has actually come in handy more times than I ever thought it would, because all my tools are actually downstairs with my workbench, and it's nice to have easily accessible tools up here. Both of these, the Tesseract and Tony Stark's heart, were gifts from my fiance, and yeah, I really like both of these pieces, and it kind of brings this all together here. And this is my little, I love disc golf, and every once in a while I'll come play bottle cap disc golf up here. I got this as a white elephant gift, but I think it's hilarious. So yeah, I don't know what else to really show. These chairs are from Costco. I couldn't tell you what they're called, but they are amazing. But anyways, yeah, this is my game room. And thanks for hanging out with me. I'll catch you on the next one.
I don't wanna